get your coins ready. Something big is coming in 2020.
Head high, chest up, and catch that frame, 'cause beauty is my name.
What up, beauty gang? African Beauty here, and today I'm bringing you guys a life update video. I truly don't remember the last time that I just sat down and talked to my beauty gang about what's been going on in my life, because things have been pretty interesting this year. Very chaotic, but like very fulfilling. It's a lot. But before I hop into all of that, I wanted to give a shout out to BoxyCharm for sponsoring this video with their December box. If you don't know anything about BoxyCharm, they're a super affordable makeup subscription box that you only have to pay $25 per month for to get 5 full-size name brand beauty products. BoxyCharm gives me the opportunity to try out different products I might have always wanted to try, but when I go on Sephora or Ulta, I'm like, ooh, that price is kinda high. BoxyCharm boxes usually value like $125 plus, but you're only spending $25 for the box once a month. It is a steal. It is literally a steal, and I highly recommend it to any and all makeup lovers, people who are interested in getting into makeup a little bit more, beginners, all that. It's such a great investment into yourself. You know, Beauty Gang is all about promoting self-love and self-worth and all that stuff, and it's just something nice to do for yourself. Gifting yourself a gift every month is dope. I do have a link in the description box below if any of you guys are interested in getting you some BoxyCharm. I will be showing you guys all the products in this month's BoxyCharm if you are interested. And yeah, last thing I have to say is, if you're new to Beauty Gang and you ain't never heard of us, sis, we don't know where you've been at, but we are so glad that you found us. The Beauty Gang is hella stupid lit over here. If you don't believe me, go ahead and check the comment section below, and you will see multiple Beauty Gang members vouching for the fact that we are hella stupid lit. So after you've done that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified each time I post a new video. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. So, Beauty Gang, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. What am I gonna do real quick? Let me figure out what I'm gonna do with my makeup. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my brows, because the brows, they're the most important thing to me. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna use my typical brow pencil. However, there is a brow makeover kit from Brow Bar in December's BoxyCharm. These shades that they have on there are a little too light for my preference. However, this brow gel, I can go ahead and use that for the front brows. I like it to have a little dimension to it. So, where to freaking start, you guys? I don't even know. I feel like, actually, if you're an OG Beauty Gang member and supporter, then you know that I got my first tattoo recently. These brows, I went ahead and got them microbladed like 2 months ago or so, and I am loving the results. It was actually a pretty spur of the moment type of thing. Usually I'm not the type of person who makes big decisions like that fast. Microblading is like a tattoo. It's pretty permanent, so I'm not really someone who usually does stuff like that. But I also think it's because my brows kind of were like the semi-insecurity for me for a long time. That's why it was so easy for me to just be like, yeah, I'll do it. You know who actually inspired it? My girl Curly Beverly. Me and her officially met this year back in like the summertime. We were like Instagram pen pals type thing, and then we finally met up in New York and hung out. Her brows looked amazing. Personally, I feel like she had great brows before the microblading, but afterwards I was like shook. So I was like, girl, I need that in my life. That kind of inspired it, and then finally one day I just hopped on Instagram and looked up Chicago microblading hashtags, found my girl Jackie, and that was all she wrote. And she really did her thing. She was just so professional and so precise, and like a little bit of a perfectionist, which I like, because you know, it's a permanent thing. You could really mess up somebody's brows and what are they gonna do? So she definitely took care of me. I highly recommend her if any of you guys are interested in like getting your brows microbladed. Also, I obviously was more detailed on the video I posted here on Instagram about my experience with it, so you can check that video out after this one if it is something that you really think you would be interested in. Also, watch other people's videos too, see what other people's experience has been. Obviously mine is still fresh, so it'll be interesting to see what my perspective of it is like a year from now when I have my like yearly touch-up or whatever. But yeah, either way, your girl got yatted, and I'm very happy with my first tattoo. What else is going on? Oh, you guys can see my natural curls are back. I do have a video on me, I don't know if you would call it reverting my hair, but literally nursing my hair back to life. It got really bad, y'all. So I will be posting posting that video probably this week. If you guys would like to see that video this week, give this video a thumbs up and let me know below, because it was a process, but my curls came out popping. So yeah, I actually realized my hair was straight for over a month. I flat ironed it October 29th, and I just officially like did my hair a couple days ago, like 3-4 days ago. So that was a little too long without the curls for the girls. Okay, I missed them, and my curls look so good and so healthy. I really miss my natural hair, so glad those are back. Ooh, another update. Oh, hold on, I don't want to talk too much because I want this concealer to go just right. There we go. Let me do the other side real quick. Ooh, yeah, that arch. I gotta make sure that arch look good. Another update is obviously where I'm at. It's Josh's apartment. That's not the update, because if y'all are riders, majority of y'all know Josh has been had his apartment. But the Christmas tree ain't been here. The Christmas tree looks so good, y'all. We have a video on our channel of us putting up his Christmas decorations. It was so exciting because it was his first ever Christmas in his first ever apartment. So it was like a very monumental moment for us. So it was really cute. If you want to see that video, I will link it in the description box below. Also, we're doing something very exciting on our channel currently. Like, actually, we have to film day 3 today. We are doing 12 days of Christmas on our couples channel. It's super exciting. I know a lot of people are doing Vlogmas right now, and unfortunately we couldn't do that. Josh still works. He has a whole job and he's a whole manager at his job, so we weren't able to do Vlogmas. It just was so unrealistic. However, we are definitely in grind mode on our channel. You don't believe me? Go ahead and check it out now. By the time you guys see this, we'll be on day 3, which is tomorrow, which is Monday. 2020, we have a lot of really big and exciting things coming, but let me not even get into 2020 just yet. Focusing on the fact that we're still in 2019, we are bringing that fire, that consistency, that quality content for y'all. So definitely be sure to go to our channel and subscribe. We are that underdog couple that is coming for next in 2020. And we also have a couple's Instagram account too. We look real cute, giving you all that couple's goals, energy, and vibes, and just having fun together. So yeah, shameless plug for both those things. Our Instagram account, Josh and EC, and our YouTube channel, Josh and EC. Oh, my necklace. Show the jewels. Bling bling. Ooh, and we also have this really exciting thing coming. I won't tell y'all exactly what it is, but I will say it's gonna drop on Instagram, either on or before Christmas. Or maybe it'll be on Christmas and before Christmas. I don't know. All I know is you should be following African Beauty, Hydrated Hero, and Josh and EC if you are interested in seeing the magic that we're going to be dropping on Instagram. That's all I have to say. But alright, I'm going to go in with this Brow Bar Mascara wand. Just give my brows a little bit of dimension. Get them in place. Get them in formation. Ooh, I actually like that this is clear. I don't like when they tint it with a certain color because everybody's brow color can be different. What else has been going on with African Beauty? Oh, I remember getting a lot of questions about this. So, your girl went to her first ever YouTube Black, and it was dope, y'all. It's crazy because ever since I started YouTube, I'll make 4 years in February, so damn near 4 years ago, I always wanted to go to YouTube Black. And you know what I just discovered and found out? Actually, YouTube Black started 4 years ago. So the year that I started YouTube is the year that it happened, whereas I thought that it had been going on for a long time, and I'm like, how do I get in it? So I was one of the lucky few Black influencers selected to go to that this year, and it was just such a crazy experience. I do have an Instagram highlight dedicated to YouTube Black, but I never did a video on it or anything. And I do remember people asking me, was I going to vlog it or whatever? And there's a couple reasons why I decided not to vlog it. One, I'm definitely an influencer who appreciates living in the moment more than always getting stuff on camera or on film. I think I'm always gonna be like that. Moments like that was something I just wanted for me. What did I see recently? I saw something, oh, I think it was a Beyonce interview actually. She kind of blew me with this answer, but I get it on a spiritual level. The interviewer had asked her, are we gonna get like the Formation tour, whatever people are always complaining to her about, whatever tour that is, and I think On the Run. And she had brought up, I guess, some point in time when she performed with Prince, and she had asked Prince something to the effect of, can she record the show or can he give her the footage of the recorded show? And I guess Prince told her, you don't need the recording because it's something that lives in you. It's like something that you were in the moment and experienced, so you don't need to record it. I agree, but I disagree. You know, I would have loved Beyonce DVDs all the time, no matter what. However, I'm saying all that to say YouTube Black was like an experience for me that lives within me. Plus, like I said, it was my first time, so I didn't know what to expect. You know, I just wanted to really fully enjoy and immerse myself in the experience without worrying about having to turn on a camera all the time. Another thing too, obviously YouTube Black is something where the top of the top like Black influencers get together. A lot of those influencers, more so than me, experience cameras always in their face. Like they never really get to just have normal regular lives anymore. And I didn't want to be one of those people. Well, it's not me anyway, but I didn't want to add to that like anxiety for some people. The fact that they can't just be 100% themselves and just enjoy the moment and stuff. We always have like cameras in our hands and like literally YouTube and stuff. Social media is our lives, so that's a big reason why I wanted to just enjoy YouTube Black. But I can give y'all a little tea, a little rundown on what happened. Day one of YouTube Black, me and Josh had a morning flight. I brought him with me as my +1. We checked into the hotel. It was so cool because the hotel, it was like legit, y'all. The hotel had security guards outside the hotel, and if you didn't have the proper documentation, you couldn't get in because YouTube rented out the whole hotel. Only Black influencers and like the YouTube execs were in that hotel. So that was like superstar status. It was like, oh, okay, that's how we coming. After checking in and getting like my YouTube Black lanyard and stuff like that, I actually had a little bit of time before the events really started. So I don't know if y'all know about like the electric scooters and stuff that are starting to pop up. They had some in Atlanta. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that. YouTube Black was in Atlanta. We went ahead, hopped on some scooters and just rode around Atlanta. Had no idea where we were going, but that was fun. Then it was time for a welcome barbecue they had hosted for us influencers in the pool terrace area of the hotel. They had goodie bags out for us. They had different like places for food. So it was different like kind of like food vendors. That's also where we were able to pick up our Google Pixel 4s. All us influencers for YouTube Black got Google Pixel phones, y'all, and the phone quality is impeccable. Oh my gosh. It was like, what? We're getting freaking phones? They gifted us with so much stuff. Each time I came back to my room, I had gifts on my bed. It was so dope. I felt so special. After the welcome barbecue, had a little bit of time to go back to the room and get ready for Fan Fest. If y'all don't know what Fan Fest is, it's basically like where fans or like supporters of YouTubers or some celebrities were even there too, like performing, get to like meet us on a red carpet type of scene. It was very, for me, intense. I've never done like a red carpet or anything like that, so I was so freaking nervous. Like, oh my goodness. And also, I didn't know if I even had like supporters in Atlanta, so it's the scary thought of like, oh gosh, I'm gonna walk out on this red carpet, nobody's gonna know who I am, nobody's gonna like cheer, you know, or clap or whatever. They announce the person's name, people will clap or cheer or scream or whatever. And yeah, like all those things were just going through my head of, oh gosh, it's gonna be so embarrassing. And you know what, y'all, surprisingly, people did cheer when I came out and they said my name. And it was even, I don't even know the girl's name, she didn't tell me it, and I don't even know where the interview is. If you are watching this, please comment below where it's at. But like somebody called me over to interview me and they were telling me how beautiful I am, and I'm just like, yo, I was shook because honestly, I feel like out of a lot of the YouTubers that were there were some pretty huge YouTubers in terms of numbers and stuff. So I really did not think anybody was gonna know me. So that was like God saying, girl, shut up and take these blessings. So that was super dope. Then yeah, we actually went into Fan Fest where basically us YouTubers and creators sat on the far side of the auditorium, and then like the students of Morehouse sat in the main area of the auditorium. And people like 6 Black, Little Baby, Queen Naija, they performed. It was a whole like event and it was super cool. After YouTube Black, when we got back to our hotel, there was a waffle truck outside our hotel. They had like an after party ready and scheduled for us. This is taking too long to explain. Let me think real quick. That was kind of how it ended. Day 2 was the actual YouTube Black Summit. So that's when like we actually get together and have talks about YouTube, how to understand analytics better, and just kind of the business side of YouTube. There was that, and then we had 2 special guest speakers, which was T.I. and Taraji P. Henson. And there was another guy, I can't remember his name, but I know he created a really big brand in particular for Black men in terms of shaving. It's like called Bevel or something like that. He spoke, so that was dope hearing an entrepreneur standpoint and him just saying one of the things that he regretted was actually selling his company. He might have sold it to P&G, and he had said something like he kind of regrets it a little bit because it's so important for Black people to own their own stuff. So he kind of gave up ownership of it, and he was kind of just stressing to us like if and when we want to go into that step of our careers and owning a business and stuff. basically think twice and be cautious of giving your ownership away. So that was dope. There was some Beyonce dancers that during like a quick intermission or whatever, like performed and danced. They danced for about a good 5-10 minutes, and I low-key thought Beyonce was gonna come out. Y'all, I would have passed out. I bet you one day I feel like she might pop up to YouTube Black and I'm gonna be there. So I'm just gonna manifest that for myself. So yeah, we had the summit, the guest speakers, all that happened. Then they gave us the option to do a couple different things. Either go tour the Trap House Museum in Atlanta that I guess T.I. created. I ended up going to that with some friends. Then we went back to the hotel and they had a late night like surprise after party scheduled for us. Here I am. Oh, let me go ahead and put my lash glue on my lashes so they have time to marinate. So yeah, after the Trap House and stuff, went back to the hotel, changed. Then I went out to dinner with my girls and we actually went to Juicy Crab. That was my first time ever having that in Atlanta. Then we ended up Ubering to this surprise outing that YouTube had scheduled for us. They rented out Cascade Skating Rink in Atlanta. I think I've heard that it's a really well-known skating rink out there. ATL with T.I. and Lauren London was actually filmed there. So like it's supposedly a very well-known skating rink. They rented out the whole joint for us. It was only YouTube Black people. They had concession stands going on, like unlimited. Everything was free. Everything was free. Free concession stands. I had a huge ass ice. It was like an open bar anywhere we went. They had like free food. They had some soul food booths. So yeah, that was an incredible experience. Just skating around, all these amazing Black talented influencers hanging out together, drama free. It was just good vibes, good energy. After that, they had an after party scheduled for us back at the hotel. Another one. It was like an after party every night. I think it was like a Caribbean Afro themed night. So I want to say that was the energy that was going on that night. And actually, that's the night that I kind of mentioned in the video I did with my mom recently, Never Have I Ever, that all us influencers ended up going out to a strip club. That was my first ever experience. Super interesting. And then the next day was, I think, the last day, and you had the option to do just some workshops if you wanted, teaching you how to monetize your platform better, how to pitch yourself to brands. They just offered those type of workshops that were optional. And then pretty much after that, it was time to head back home. But overall, the experience was incredible. I wrote down on my phone notes what life updates I wanted to give you guys. What else? I mentioned earlier about going to LA with Beverly. I never really gave you guys a life update this summer, but I feel like those of you guys who really keep up with me realize how much I traveled. I traveled the most I've ever traveled in my life this year, and I'm so glad that I did, because I just feel so much more liberated and empowered, and like the anxiety of traveling alone isn't as high anymore. And it's just like, it's just dope. Like I'm at that age where I should, and I really encourage anybody and everybody, especially Black people, to go ahead and travel and live your best life unapologetically, because these are the times to do that. Because when we become husbands and wives and mothers and fathers, there's a different level of commitment and selflessness that's required. As of right now, if you don't have a kid and you're not married and all that stuff, you can do whatever, and I did whatever. I feel like a lot of people find it so odd and like abnormal, especially for a woman, to just go on a trip by herself. Like Josh is working, so he wasn't able to go with me, but even so, even if he wasn't, I feel like those were still things that would have been good for me to do regardless. And each time I went on the trip, I wasn't always 100% by myself. So London, I met up with my girl Nia, who I met like a year or so, maybe 2 years ago, when we went on an influencer trip to Miami with Diva Curl. Curly Bev, like I said, we were like Instagram pen pals for a while. We ended up going on a trip together. I ended up going to New York for some business stuff and then hung out with my girl Neoma. So like I had a really great summer. Hold on, I want to introduce this eyeshadow palette to you guys real quick. This is called Fairy Tale Storybook Cosmetic. Has some really cute, perfect holiday colors in it. I'm super excited to try because I actually haven't done an eyeshadow look in a fat minute. My OG Beauty Game members know I'm still working on trying to figure out how eyeshadow and stuff goes. So we will see how this turns out. I'm not sure if I have the proper brushes for this, but I'm gonna just try it out. I'm actually gonna do these greens, the Merry Men and Robin Hood greens. Take my first shot at it. Wish me luck. Ooh, that's pigmented right there. I actually don't think I've ever done green before. Oh, I should have put down that tape. I don't really know how this is picking up on camera, but I want to go ahead and try the shimmer just on the lid part to see if it looks Okay, some of that. The shimmer green is actually really beautiful. Wow, honestly could have just went with that. Loki be thinking I'm a makeup guru or something, and I really don't know what I be doing. A lot of times I be seeing people use a darker color to give it some type of dimension. I don't really know the lingo, but they do have a forest brown color in this palette, and I feel like maybe that'll make things look a little bit better, so I'm gonna just play with it and hope it works. I'm just gonna put some concealer here to make that crisper and just leave it as is. I feel like lashes always make things look better, so we'll see. I don't think it looks too bad. Let's just throw on a lash to see if it looks decent. I feel like the lash definitely makes it look a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side off camera real quick and I'll be back. All right, so I tried to mimic as best as I possibly could this other eye. This is as good as it's gonna get, y'all. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of like black liner. I'm gonna use this Blushing Berries Dose of Colors palette that I got in like the October or November BoxyCharm box. I want that little V coming out the tear ducts in my eyes. I think that looks, oh yeah, that looks kind of cute. Am I the only one whose eyes really water if you play with your eyes too much? My eyes don't be going. They be like, girl, leave me alone. I don't remember where I left off. I think I was talking about traveling. I also will say, while I was traveling and living my best life this summer in particular, I unintentionally became very inconsistent on YouTube, and I'm really appreciative, by the way, of you guys supporting my comeback. I went from being African Beauty that posted 3 videos a week to then African Beauty posting 2 videos a week to like, there will be a week or 2 that I would go without posting, and it was so unintentional, yet I think it was so necessary. Sometimes in this career you don't really realize when you're burning out or when you just need a break, because being a social media influencer is literally 24/7. It's not like the kind of typical 9 to 5 where you take off, at least if you want to be successful, where you take off during the weekends or whenever you have off days. It's like an everyday thing. You want to always get your face out there. You want your supporters to see you, and just, it's a lot. And I guess I didn't realize how overwhelmed I was becoming from it all, and me traveling for like weeks on end, because usually wherever I traveled I was there for almost a week. And I obviously didn't have my film equipment and stuff. It just allowed me to live my life, and I really think that balance is so important, to make sure, yeah, I'm grinding, I'm going hard in my career, but also I'm still living in reality and enjoying every step of that. So yeah. Now something different I'm gonna actually try in this makeup look is this Marble Light Illuminating Blush that was in this December BoxyCharm box. I have never used blush before, y'all, so I am a little nervous on how this is gonna turn out. I don't know if it's gonna do too much for this makeup look or if it's just gonna be that little pizzazz that it needs. Either way, it's in the BoxyCharm box, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Oh, it has a little cute mirror. Dap dap. Do you smile and then put it on? I don't think I see anything. Let me try the other one. Get in there. Oh, that's on there for sure now. Okay, let me light-handed. That's as good as it's gonna get. I don't even know if y'all can tell the difference or not, but I did try it, and that's it. That's all. Ooh, now something else I really like to add to my makeup looks now is fake moles, honey. Like back in the day when I was a little girl, I used to do like fake moles, but I would lie to my friends. They would be like, when did you get it, or where did it come from? I said, oh, I don't know. I went to sleep last night and I woke up with it on my face this morning. Lying, just lying. Now I don't care if you know it's fake, it still be cute. Saying all that to say, do you for you, period. Gotta be very careful, because if you mess it up, you mess up everything. So shh, can't talk. So we touched on my microblading, we touched on YouTube Black, we touched on me traveling, taking a YouTube hiatus and why, mental health, Josh and EC. Oh, another reason I've been a little quiet this year. I'm working on something big, y'all, that is coming out next year. When I say big, I mean big, sis. I mean, get your coins ready now. I'm so excited for y'all to see what I've been working on for, man, has it been over a year? I know it's for sure been a year. Just been working on this really big thing. I can't wait to announce to you guys. It's gonna, one, make you extremely happy and proud and honored to be a Beauty Gang member. It's gonna make you be happy and proud to be a woman, and oh, that's all I kind of want to tell you guys. But get your coins ready. Something big is coming in 2020. That's it, that's all. I really hope you're following me on all my social media platforms, because honey, you're gonna want to be the first to know when it releases. That's all I'm gonna say, because I can't help you if it sells out now. I can't help you if it sells out. But all right, I don't want to give too much away. So what else? I am gonna start working out again. I feel like I'm learning to really love my body and shape a lot more, the grown woman weight that I'm starting to get. However, I do always want to kind of like maintain myself, so doing those quick workout challenges, something that you guys could also do with me. It's not something that's so like intense that only certain people can do it. So I wanted to start doing those videos on my channel more often, these workout challenges, see if they really work, if I get any results, and if I do, maybe y'all are gonna want to try it. So I do want to start incorporating that on my channel a lot more. Give me a thumbs up and let me know below if you would like that, or you think you'd be interested in it. And then the final few things, one thing that I definitely have been back and forth a lot about in my head this year has been moving. So let me line my lips real quick. I know in the past I've had a decent amount of speculations from people about where I live, who I live with. Sometimes people think I live with Josh, hence me being in his place, but I don't live with Josh. I actually live at home with my mom ever since I graduated from college. I've been very blessed and able to stack a lot of money. So at this point, well, for a while now, it hasn't been about me not having enough money. I have that. It's just nice to save up my money. Like, I like seeing certain numbers in my bank account. But I'm also getting to a point in my career where I need a lot more space. So that's why the thought of moving has been in my head a lot in 2019. And also, it's kind of like this unsaid thing in the influencer world about aesthetically pleasing spaces. So like, I can't just move into no rundown anything. Not only does it need space, it needs to be aesthetically pleasing for my content, whether it be Instagram or YouTube. There's just a certain kind of lifestyle / standard that's unsaid or told in the influencer community, yet we all kind of know it, and we also all kind of know we need it for our content to come out the best it can. So saying all that to say, I was looking at like apartments at one point, and they're just so expensive because I live in Chicago. I'd obviously like to live in like an aesthetically pleasing area, not just my apartment, but just being able to take pictures outside in nice places and stuff like that. The better place would be like downtown Chicago area. If anybody knows about Chicago or just cities period, it's stupid expensive to live in the city. I saw some really nice apartments, but the ones that I would have liked would be like $3,000–$4,000 a month, if not more. There were some that were significantly more than that. And for me, it just doesn't make all that much sense to do an apartment that I'm putting that much money into and it's not for me to own. Whereas I think it's actually Josh who kind of introduced this mentality to me of like, well, why don't you get a condo, like invest in a condo? So I did start looking at condos too. Those are super expensive, but the benefit of the condo is all the money that you're paying is going towards paying the condo off like you'd own it. So I've been really thinking about getting into buying a condo, but those are super expensive too. Plus the condos that I would want with like 3 bedrooms or whatever, those are more so townhomes. I also didn't know that like condos could be townhomes or townhomes could be condos. I always assumed condos were exactly like apartments, so in like buildings with different levels, but there's different types of condos. So I saw like a townhome I really wanted, but I had to be realistic with myself. I don't want to live in a big old 4-bedroom townhome by myself. I get scared staying at home by myself, and my house isn't even as big as the townhome that I saw. So I just know that's not the best for me. So I don't know, I'm just kind of all over the place when it comes to that, but I do know if I don't move in 2020, I will in 2021. I'll have it like more figured out by then. And then the last thing I will share with you guys is actually the fact that I am interested in getting my life together more as a businesswoman, in the sense that I want to start investing my money into something that can grow. So something I'm really contemplating on investing in either before the end of 2019 or early 2020 is Amazon. I remember hearing Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband, who's the quarterback of the Seahawks, I believe. I saw this article about him buying, I think his offensive line, or whoever's the one that like protects him from not getting tackled all the time. He like bought his whole line, $12,000 in stocks individually, like each player in his line. He put in $12,000 of stocks in Amazon for them. And Amazon is just such a growing and thriving business that is constantly evolving, I've noticed. I feel like it would be smart to hop in now. Now granted, stocks are way higher than it was when it first started. I think Josh told me when they first started, it was like $16 per stock. Now it's like $1,600. But the thing that I'm really learning as I'm getting older is that my money sitting in a bank isn't helping me. Not investing it into something or putting into retirement funds or anything, it's not doing anything for me. So I want to start trying to get out of that kind of like trapped black person mentality that like the money has to stay, because like we just hold on to it and we're scared to invest in ourselves and make smarter moves for our future selves. So I want to kind of get out of that, because I feel like that's how a lot of other races other than black people get rich and stay rich. They invest smart, and I just want to start doing that, and I think I'm at a perfect and great age to start doing that. So my top one right now is Amazon, that I'm thinking about putting a decent amount of money into. And then I also at one point was thinking about investing into like marijuana CBD companies or something like that, because in 2020 it's going to be legal, I believe, for sure in like Chicago or Illinois. I haven't really found a brand just yet that I would want to invest my money into, nor have I really done research on it like I would like. Plus the thing about investing too is there are high risk and low risk investments. So like a low risk would be Amazon, because that brand is like established, it's shown its longevity, like it probably would never fail. Nike is another one, Adidas, like those real well-known brands. Uber at this point now is a low risk brand, I feel like. Well, it's having some scandals lately, but for the most part, you know what I mean. United and American Airlines, those are kind of like low risk because it's like stuff you know people are kind of always going to use for the most part. However, put in the perspective, like when Uber first started, that was a high risk investment for some people to make because they didn't know if it was going to work or not. There was no longevity yet. It didn't have any proven statistics or anything. So there's a lot that kind of goes into investing smart, and that's why I think I'm actually going to end up going to my bank and getting like a financial advisor to help me out with that. But I think it's such a great age, 25, to start doing that, especially because God has blessed me to be in the financial position that I'm in. I definitely want to create that generational wealth in my family for my kids and stuff. So I think starting at this age will be a great time to do that, not just for them but also for myself. And also too, being an influencer, the money that we make, one, taxes aren't taken out of it, so taxes hits all of us crazy each year. And then also it doesn't come with its own benefits, so we don't get like healthcare, 401k, retirement plans, social security, like none of that. That's something we have to 100% set up on our own, and that's something that I know is time for me to do too. Just 25 is just a great age to do that, so when I hit 50, like I'm good. Whereas if I was trying to hold all that money in my account right now at 25, never invested it in anything, there's no guarantee that I would like be good in the future. Whereas investing in good businesses and stuff like that, there's kind of always that guarantee that I know I'll have money regardless of where I am in age. I hope that makes sense. I'm not 100% educated on all of this stuff, and as I continue to learn more, let me know if you guys would like to know more about kind of like my journey when it comes to investing in different stuff and kind of like bossing up my life outside of just social media and setting myself up, because I feel like so many black people lack knowledge. Our financial literacy is very low, and it's long overdue for us to get on top of our stuff and start owning things, owning property and land and real estate and investing in stocks, and just I'm very excited. So yeah, definitely let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in me kind of like giving little gems about. And yeah, I think that for the most part is all the stuff I wanted to touch on with y'all. Let me go ahead and get my hair together real quick before I close this video. I laid my edges off camera. Ooh, nope, shit, gotta go ahead and blend that in. I really feel like this year also has been like a super huge learning experience for me. There was so much stuff, especially in terms of my career, that I didn't know that I didn't know. There were some hard life lessons in terms of business deals and brand deals and, you know, learning my worth and stuff that I had to learn this year. And I'm glad that it happened early on in my career than it being 5-10 years from now, and then I'm finding out all the money I missed out on, all the brands that played me, blah blah blah. And it's crazy because I really feel like that saying of like, you tell God what your plan is or whatever and he'll laugh, something to that extent of like he's in control of all things. I definitely feel like that was kind of my year, in the sense where I thought my year was gonna go very different. I thought this year was gonna be the best year I ever had financially and blah blah. And I guess it kind of was, but not as much as I thought it was. However, I prefer the knowledge that I gained from this year over how much I thought I was gonna make, because now no brands are playing your girl anymore. I know my worth. I know not to settle on certain things. It's just I'm very excited for 2020. I think 2020 is gonna be the year I thought I was gonna have this year. And speaking of like knowing your worth in terms of being an influencer and stuff like that, any aspiring influencers that watch me, my girl Chizzy, she has this dope event that she's starting to put on like routinely called We Are Afro Brunch or something like that. I'll put it on the screen right here. She is a black influencer doing black things that are incredible for our community, and she actually had her first one in New York like a month or so ago that I really wish I could have made it to. But right now she's in Lagos, Nigeria hosting one too, and like just from what I saw on the Instagram stories, it was so inspiring and empowering. And like Chizzy is definitely one of the first influencers in particular that I was able to have an open conversation with about brand deals and actual numbers and money. And it was so refreshing because oftentimes in the influencer community, talking about like money or how much you're charging a brand or how much a brand is paying you is like talking about religion or politics with a stranger. A lot of people just don't do it and are very like anti it, yet don't realize you helping out another influencer, especially another black one, isn't hindering you at all. And I really appreciate meeting her and having access to somebody like her in my life, because she was the first one to really like give me tea that I needed about how these brands work and operate and how I should move accordingly. So I definitely suggest you checking out her Instagram page for these brunches that she hosts, because she might end up doing one in a city near you or in your city period. I know for sure if she comes to Chicago, I am there. It always makes me so happy and proud to see another black woman winning and doing big things and just growing in her businesswoman essence. I'm super excited for her brand and to see where she's gonna take it, because I definitely think she's on to something. It's an event I've never seen anybody ever put on, and it's also a topic people don't even like to talk about in the influencer world, period. And she's just exposing it at a whole event, giving people knowledge and gems that they wouldn't get anywhere else, literally. So I've had enough rambling though. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch my hair just a little bit. My twist out came out. Alright y'all, so this is as much as I'm gonna stretch my hair for today, because I really want to keep this definition going. It is looking amazing. Before I go ahead and close this video, there are 2 more BoxyCharm products that I want to show you guys that are in the December box that I just didn't incorporate in this video, but I just want y'all to see it so you know that it's a part of the box. The first thing is this Pro Series brush cleaner and conditioner. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and clean my brushes with this after I close this video, because my brushes are long overdue for a wash. It has a very kind of like goo, sticky-ish type consistency. I can definitely get how I can separate the makeup within the brush from the brush. Definitely be trying this out. And then the other product is this Rose Facial Oil. It's supposed to help smooth, nourish, and smooth your skin, and it's for fine lines and wrinkles. It smells amazing, and the packaging for it is so cute. I really like how it's like rose facial oil, and then the color of the bottle has a little bit of rosy tint to it. That's cute. They did that. But yeah, y'all, that concludes my life update featuring Boxy's December BoxyCharm box. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you think I did makeup wise. I'm not totally a beginner, but I'm still learning how to do things. Again, if you're interested in this month's BoxyCharm, I do have a direct link in the description box for you to go ahead and sign up and become a member. Sis, you know you want to. Go ahead and click that link. Give yourself a Christmas present and then continue the gifts every month for 2020. But anyway, y'all, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all would like me to actually be a little bit more consistent with life updates, not as in every month, because I'm not gonna tell y'all every month, but just do them more often. If y'all like this life update video, give me a thumbs up and that'll let me know. But that is all I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. Beauty Gang is obviously lit. And until next time, guys, bye.
Move your body cause you're loving the way that you walk. Move your body if you're loving the way that you talk. One time if you're confident. Clap 2 times cause you own it. Never gave a damn about what they say, cause you handle all your business on a day by day. Head high, chest up, and catch that frame, cause beauty is your name.